Let's get into like, obviously you guys have a lot of chops and a lot of technical ability. And I want to start with you, Josiah. Like how many hours a day do you practice? And when you do practice, what do you practice?
Being in school as a junior, when my fifth period lunch goes around.
Wait, stop. You're a junior in high school?
Yes.
Okay, this interview's over. Because when I was a junior in high school, I was not playing like this guy or any of these guys. All right, continue.
Being a junior in high school, or sophomore, my sophomore and junior year, you'd never find me in the lunchroom. Like, I'm always in the bedroom during my lunch period. And they changed our lunch period to an hour now. So that's an hour for me every day.
So you
that's
must
guaranteed practice.
Okay, so you live close to the school then, to your school?
Somewhat.
So,
Probably 10 minutes away.
Okay, so you'd rush home to go play?
Nah.
Go play drums?
Nah, it's not that sweet at home. I live in an apartment.
Oh, okay,
But
so where'd you go practice?
I would practice at school in the bedroom on my lunch period.
Okay.
My band teacher let me come in there and practice, and when I do practice, I practice, I may do like half and half, 30 minutes of, theory.
Okay.
Theoretical stuff, as far as like paradiddles, doubles, or whatever,
right.
Whatever I need to tighten up on.
Okay.
And the last 30 minutes, I may practice to like a click track or, try to, get new ideas out that I've been, studying or when I get home or whatever,
Okay.
So.
And so that hour is spent just practicing techniques, hand control, and just getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you say you do this every day, even on the weekends as well, when you're not at school?
Now, Monday through Friday at school, that's what I do.
Okay.
Now, weekends, I always get up with friends of mine and we go shed for hours.
Okay.
So
you don't ride a skateboard or BMX or
I play basketball.
But yeah, don't hurt your fingers, man.
Right, yeah.
Don't hurt your fingers. All right, we're gonna go all the way to my far right with Jonathan. Jonathan, tell me about your practice routine and what you practice every day and for how long.
Well, my time, a lot of time it'll fluctuate as far as like how long I get to practice, because I'm a full-time husband, full-time father, and I work full-time for the Little Rock School District as well as full-time for the church. So of course I gotta still fit practice time, private time on my own.
Okay.
And if I can't actually get to a kit, and then I just hit the pillows or hit the pad, you know what I'm saying? That'd be my way of at least releasing, keeping my hands going or whatever.
Right.
So, and then my kids keep me motivated. Like both of my sons playing already, 4 and 2.
Okay.
And they both walk around on sticks all day. So all I have to do is just play with them, work out real quick.
Oh,
so
man.
that's normally how I do it. But when I'm working on my own, I always try to at least put in at least 2 hours, of just focus playing or whatever, or working on a different technique at a time.
Right.
And that's
is it mostly licks or rudiments or both or?
Well, it just depends on what I'm looking for on that particular day. Like this day might be straight rudiments, and then I just stay locked into that.
Okay.
Another day might be just straight off timing, and I'll just work on that, or odd timing or whatever, or a straight pocket sometimes. Just having that sweet spot on the snare every time is important to me. You know what I'm saying? If I hit, I want it to sound the same every time, or if I'm trying to do something different, and then I want to be able to express that as well. Right. So I just take it kind of serious as far as all of that. Then I want to set a good example for my kids. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah.
So you're a part-time dad, a part-time drummer, but you're a full-time human being putting all your energy into both.
Right.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration to me, and I'm sure a lot of people out there. He's got triple the duties. He's got kids, a job, and practicing drums. So, man, congratulations on making it.
Thank you.
All the way to here, and I know it took a lot of work, and
Definitely.
Man, very, very inspiring. And how about you, Sharik? Let's talk about your daily practice routine.
My daily practice routine is I don't get to practice that much.
Okay.
I don't. Well, when I was practicing, it would be like 6 to 7 hours.
Okay.
Out of my whole day. So, and with that, practicing 6 to 7 hours, I would start off on my bed actually. I won't even get on the drums yet. I'll just start doing rudiments, doing flam taps, doubles, singles, a lot of my singles actually. So to make sure it's like, you know, syncopated and whatnot.
Right.
And playing with tracks, listen to all types of different music. And that's really about it.
Okay. You know, before I go any further, the guys who I've asked what you guys do, you guys equally do that with your feet? Because I know we, as drummers, we always work on our hands, but how much time do you guys spend on your feet?
I put the same time in, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, how about you?
It just works.
It's how you work on your feet?
On its own.
Yeah. Well, like for about a week, I tried out my school playing like this.
Yeah.
And not successful.
Dawood, man, let's talk about your practice routine and what do you do daily? And how many hours? What do you practice on?
Man, just like my good fam Jonathan, I'm a full-time dad.
Okay.
So kids always get the first of my time, but when I do practice, it is daily. I start with this book called Stick Control. Do my rudiments with that. And I do it with the metronome at all speeds to get me warmed up, and then I go to the drum set, practice with the metronome, or practice the different clinic tracks or different songs of different speeds and genres. So I try to just mix it up and just stay on it.
And that book, Stick Control, that's George Lawrence Stone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stick Control, George Lawrence Stone. I'm endorsing it because that was the book I came up on when I went to Musicians Institute. Joe Picaro and Ralph Humphrey had us working on that. It's a really important book. If, all
definitely.
you drummers out there, you guys too, Stick Control is off the hook, man, when it comes to like serious.
Puts you in place.
Yeah. Really helps you develop all, when you're talking about flam taps and that's like everything. Let's go with you, Hilario. What do you? How many hours a day you practice? What do you practice?
Oh my, practice. For me, practice is hard. I am 5 key. I have 5 key.
5 kids.
So
okay, well, I think this man should just win based on that alone. Right? 5 kids. Wow. Okay.
So.
Phew. Okay, we'll end this interview now. Thank you very much, everybody.
Congratulations, Hilario.
Sometime.
How old are your kids, if I may ask?
All right. 14,
14,
12,
12,
5,
5,
4,
4,
and 2.
and 2. Oh. How do you play drums?
Oh, man.
There's no time.
Yeah.
It's like a basketball team.
Run drills.
Right?
Got a whole start
It's,
5.
it's,
Everybody.
it's hard. It's very difficult.
How many kids do you have, Dawood?
3.
3 kids, and John? 2. Okay, he still wins.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm done.
So you find time somewhere in the day to practice.
But I practice stick control.
George Lawrence Stone.
Yeah, practice rudiments, practice in the paints.
Okay.
I like in the paints, like I don't know, clave, improvisation, another hand. Yeah, I love it. So every day.
Every day. So you're practicing.
Minimum 1 to 2 hours.
Great.
So.
Great. So we covered all of you guys' practice routines. Let's talk about what was the driving force to enter this contest, to enter this competition, and what was it that made you get to this point? Jonathan, I'm going to start with you. What was the driving devotion to get you here?
Well, the first main drive was last year I got in and didn't get past the first round. So this year it made me thinking more, being more creative. But it was just one friend of mine, Q, and I was not even gonna do it again after last shot. Like, I'm good, man. I'm just keep playing, play with band, play with whoever. If I get seen, I get seen. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? That was kind of my attitude towards it. And he was like, man, you need to go do it. Period. Like, you got what it takes, to make it or whatever. So you got to do it. And I was just like, whatever. So I did it. Well, I started working out, getting ready for it. first, but they had already started, the preliminary rounds. So when I got there, they didn't even have a spot for me. You know what I mean? He's like, you got to sit here and wait, and if somebody missed or something, then we'll just slide you right in.
Yeah.
That's how I got in, and now I'm here. Yeah.
That's dope.
Wow. So was there any point where you're entering, your regional, your part of the states to win, like at that moment when you won that part of it, were you thinking, man, I could go to the finals, I could do this?
Yeah.
And
like really, honestly, my whole thing is I try to think positive about the whole thing. So if I enter something, I'm thinking ahead anyway.
Right.
I'm not like I'm just doing this first round or whatever. I'm thinking past that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like
standing there with the trophy and the roses and the new drum kit.
Because I know that's where you want to get to. I mean, who wants to go to the first round and get knocked out?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was my whole thought process. Like, just work hard as I can, and you always win in the end. You know what I'm saying? If you work as hard as you can, you're good.
So all these kids that are watching right now, they're watching you and they're thinking, man, I want to be like Jonathan. What do you want to tell them? Like, what's the one thing that you would tell them to get them to this spot called the finals?
And practice, listen to your parents. There's a lot of disrespect going on. Like, growing up, little kids is disrespecting everybody.
Right.
And I hate it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I didn't grow up like that. And it's really hard to make it without respect for everybody.
Right.
Period.
Correct.
So I would, if it was a young kid watching, I would tell them, listen to your father and mother. That's the first thing.
Okay.
After that, work hard, practice every day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just like you wake up, brush your teeth, get on whatever you play.
Exactly.
Do that and be great at it.
Okay. That's word from the wise. And Josiah, we're going to ask you the same thing. What was the driving force to get you to this place called the finals?
Well, 2 years ago, when Guitar Center, when I found out about the competition, it was I wasn't old enough. I don't think I was old enough. I think you had to be 16, and my birthday was maybe 2 weeks after registration.
That's crazy.
So I was kind of crushed about it, and through that time of waiting, when I was seeing a lot of my friends compete, older friends compete, and I was thinking like, man, I bet they probably gonna win, And for me to see some of the guys who I knew were like 10 times or 100 times better than me, for me to see them not win, or at least make it this far, it was like, oh, I don't even stand a chance. So, that was my thought process. And, that was my thought until, the next year came around. And when the year came around, one of my friends who worked at Guitar Center named Jeremiah, he called me. He's like, yo, man, can I get you to come sign up for the drum off? I was like, nah. And then he's like, nah, man, for real, man. I need some people to come out and sign up. I was like, all right, sign me up. He's like, all right, be there at 6:30, registration. So I signed the list. I came to the competition. Me and my brother signed the list too. Me and my brother, we signed. My brother.
So your brother plays drums as well?
Mm-hmm, my older brother.
Older brother, okay.
So we drive to Guitar Center.
Okay, wait, I got to stop you. Is your older brother mad that you're here and he's not?
No, he's here to support me. He's here to support me.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
So we drove.
Because I know I had two older brothers. You'd be like, what? Anyway.
So we drive to Guitar Center. I register. We do the drawing. I'm like, cool, all right. I got the wrong attitude about the whole situation. Like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
So when I played and the other people played, some of my friends were in it, I won a competition. It was like, oh, okay, I won. I'll probably lose next week. One of those type of feelings that I had. When I played again next week and I won, I started, kind of brightening up about the situation. Like, okay. They gave me the box of gifts and stuff, the sticks. I was like, oh.
You're like, okay.
All right. So, one of those next competitions came and I won. And when I played the competitions before this one, before we had to go to Hollywood, it was like, I came this far. I was kind of blowing it off at first. But, since I came this far, I'm going to, give it my all. If I win, I know I got some more practicing to do afterwards. Right. But, while I'm here, at this point in my life now, I'm practice. I'm gonna get all my ideas out tonight.
Right.
Let the judges see that try to win. When they told me that I was going to Hollywood, it was one of the best feelings ever.
Wow.
You know.
You're going to Hollywood.
Yeah, So yeah, that was a huge relief for me.
Cool. Sharik, how about you? Let's go with you. What was the driving force to get you here? The 5 finalists of the
God and my
drama.
parents.
God and your parents.
Yeah.
Those are 2 excellent driving forces. There you go.
Seriously. I mean, in 2013 is when I actually got closer to God. And he's been like steering me in the right direction.
Excellent.
Including my Uncle G, Joe Haywood, and whatnot. He's been like riding on me and whatnot just to get better and whatnot.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are my main drives right there.
Yeah, Gerald is another one that made me want to quit drumming.
Yeah.
Hi, Gerald.
Great, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
With those, and then like a couple of years ago, like I was doing the drum off like every year and whatnot, and it was like I kept losing and whatnot. I was like, I'm not gonna do this again. And then something just told me, it's like, yo, sign up, just sign up. And like after I signed up, I didn't even tell anyone, like, cause I didn't want to be like a disappointment to anyone, So they're like, oh, why you didn't win, man? It's like, oh, why you didn't tell me? I was like,
Right.
It's like, just wanted to keep it to myself, and then I just made it here.
Great.
Yeah.
So see, those of you that tried out and didn't make it, here's testimony that if you keep doing it, you're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get
Definitely.
there, and here you are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hilario, how about you? What was the motivation for you to be here?
The first God,
Okay.
yeah. Second, my wife. My wife.
To get you out of the house, or to play for your drum?
No. I know. So my wife told me, "Babe, do it,
Yeah.
do it. For you, for your family.
Yes.
It's your opportunity. Do it."
Great.
She's amazing. I love you, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
He loves you. And congratulations on being here.
Yeah.
And last but not least, let's go with you. What was your main driving force on getting here to the 5 finalists?
Just to give a great performance, a memorable performance that people will talk about, Just something that'll make them feel good, just that simple.
Great. So the music really plays a big part.
Yeah.
The drumming.
I just-
your essence of being a drummer.
I just want to give, I just want to make them feel good as possible. Just, for lack of a better term, analogies, what do you want to call it?
Right.
It's that simple for me right now. These guys are great, I get to meet 4 random beastie guys from other parts of the country for no reason, and, just seeing that you have other dudes that, are in the same type of line of life as you, trying to grind, make it, take care of their families, and also love the drums to death. So it's like all those things have to do with it, but honestly, mainly want to give a great performance.
Just on speaking on my behalf, it's just so inspiring to be with you guys, because I've been there and done that a million times, but to be around it again when you guys are coming up and being part of it is getting me excited. Just for me to remember that essence of being a drummer and why you do it in the first place. You're mentioning God, you're mentioning family, you're mentioning all these things that are the driving force, and we're all sitting here because we love drums.
Yeah.
And all you people out there that are watching, you're watching this because you love drums.
Yes.
And that's what Drum Channel's about. DC Live's about, what we're all about, why we're drummers. And I think a lot of my musician friends who are drummers and other musicians, it's the drummers I gravitate towards because we could just talk about anything, and that's what we're doing. We're mainly talking about drums, but I feel like, after the camera shut off, we get to go hang out and we could talk about other things that matter. You know what I mean? So it's really, really an honor and very inspiring for me to be here with you guys. So I just want to let you know that.
For real.
But
When he told us, I was like, yeah, right. I'll be watching Drum Channel at home. I'm on Drum Channel.